Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm so glad to have you here with me tonight. It's my second live, so we're trying to get in the swing of this, and I'm very happy to be here. Thank you all for coming too. Um, as most of you know, I am a soul level intuitive, soul level animal communicator, a psychic, and a medium, among other things. And I do this work full time. So I'm very excited about having this channel and this opportunity to connect with more people. So with that, I want to introduce my very special guest, Miss Deborah Rotman. And Deborah, I'll let you take it from here and tell them a little bit about yourself.
Wonderful. Thank you, Donna. So I'm so excited to be here. This is my first live on YouTube. So super excited to get to be a part of this. And I'm so excited to see everyone. It looks like Christina and Ruthie and Angela and Tea Garden Chicken. We're really happy to have you here. So I have training as a shamanic practitioner, as well as working with the archangels and many other modalities that I've done over the years. But also, I've just found myself drawn to doing psychic work and mediumship work for people and pets also. So we're excited to see the questions that you bring forth today, and we will do our best to answer them. And it's nice to see all of you. Hello, Lisa. Welcome. And we would love it if you would like and subscribe to Donna's channel. Just a little plug there because she is amazing and she's really great to work with. So,
thank you. And we're going to also let you know I think it's in the description, but Deborah has a website called Loving Connections. You can reach her there, lovingconnections.space. And mine is donnanorris.net. So you can learn more about the other modalities and that we all mix together and kind of becomes our own special blend of energy work.
That's right.
So tonight we're going to be focusing on your personal psychic questions, your animal communication type questions to see if we can do some little mini readings for everybody. Wow. Hi, Lisa P73, Coach Ellen, Carl Heese. Oh, I'm glad to have you back, Carl. I recognize your name. Wendy Bello, Christine Palmer, Teresa Heideron. Wow. Hey, Darian. Nice to have y'all with us. So, to just kind of tell you in general while we wait for a question. Oh, here's one.
Oh, here's a question from Christine.
All right. Go ahead. I would like to know if you, Chiquita, forgive me for your horrific death. Christine, can you tell us if Chiquita is an animal, I take it? Dog, cat? If you have a second to post that in there. Terrier mix, dog. Take that as a dog.
Okay.
Oh, nope, that's dog Ash. That's a different question. Sorry, JJ. Hang on just a second.
Okay.
Why don't we wait while Christina Palmer has a chance to give us a little more information about Chiquita? Maybe we could switch over and do this one real quick for JJ.
Yes. Sorry, too.
There. My dog Ash is a Chihuahua Rat Terrier mix. He became extremely anxious in the car after an accident. I would like help with this or find out if he would rather stay home alone. Okay.
Boy, I get a really strong, he would not rather stay home alone. He really would. Do you also get that? It's like, I feel like he's got some separation anxiety from you. Was he a rescue? I just feel like he has this just huge clinging to you. It's just a really interesting, I'm just feeling into him. Okay, let me just get a minute while I'm connecting with his energy.
What I'm getting is that he's picking up on your anxiety. They tend to do this, dogs especially will do this because they come at us from such an unconditionally loving place. right? That they will sometimes take on our emotions so that we don't feel them as intensely. And so he could be, I feel like in this case, he's like mirroring your anxiety after the accident, and you get back in the car and he's like, oh my gosh, is he going to be okay? And so he's taking that on. That makes sense. And a way you can work with him around this is to just, put yourself in the most calm and centered place you can whenever you're getting ready to go, and just put your hand on his back, you know, and he's a smallish dog since you gave him a description, like the lower back, and just send him calm and loving energy and just say, we're going for a car ride, and make it be more fun again, setting that other aside and just sending him a picture of love and of happiness, visualizing him looking out the window, visualizing him in his seat, kind of the way he was in the car before the accident. Just visualize him like that, if you want a way to work with him. And you can start by just doing little trips around the block, and kind of practice getting into that mode with him. But they will take on a lot of what we feel. So if we've got a little bit of PTSD around it, or we get triggered and we start to feel anxious, they will too a lot of times.
Mhm.
Deborah, did you come up with more?
Yeah, so I wanted to connect in with him, and I just feel like he's really bonded with you, like you are his person, and almost over bonded. So you might want to watch out for that, so that he's gets a little more comfortable being on his own. And one of the ways you can do it is make it so that you're comfortable even shutting the door while you're in the same house, and maybe put your shirt that you've recently worn along the base of the door so the dog can smell that you're just in the other rooms, just so that you can get some space from each other and just learn that that's all going to be okay. They're going to be
Mhm.
okay. Um, as a shamanic practitioner, sometimes we will do what's called a soul retrieval on a pet, which is where like sometimes they've had a soul loss, and so that can help them as well. It's kind of like bringing back that lost part of them that caused them to be afraid. If things aren't working, that's something that we could work on also. But it would be in a different time and space. But just what Donna said, taking small frequent things, make it be the best thing ever. Sometimes you get a puppuccino at Starbucks, at the drive through, or at something terribly for you little delicious snack that the dog is every time they come in the car, and you're just doing it a little bit closer, so that they're just get a little bit calmer. Yeah, that might be helpful. I
Yeah,
think
and
that.
I don't know if you saw, Deborah, where she put, yes, he is a rescue.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was just feeling like that. And the rescues, sometimes they just tend to be just like that's it. They just don't feel like they can be themselves without you now, because you're their pillar. And so helping them to come into their own, that yeah, it's life is safe without you right there, is also an extension of this, because I feel like it's going to make your life easier too, if you can have some separate space in the household, if you can come and go, because I just felt like Ash just would not be okay to be left alone at the house right now. So it's going to be baby steps. Um, just as Donna said too, if you wanted to do something where you and Ash is like just giving me the eye, kind of the hairy eyeball when I'm bringing this up, but it's you can leave the house and then gather all your keys, turn off the television, whatever, grab your wallet or purse, and walk out the door, and then the dog will start to get anxious, and you just walk in the back door and then come back and sit down. Just do some things so that the dog gets used to, hey, you're not leaving forever. So just so you start to get some space between you, so that there's a little bit of calmness there, that's going to help this also, just to know that they're safe and they are always doing safe. I'm feeling like Reiki would be helpful also, just like you were talking about putting calm energy, Donna. If you do Reiki, JJ, I feel like you probably know someone maybe that does Reiki, putting hands on. And if you want to learn Reiki, there's animal Reiki now, or you can use human Reiki.
Wonderful.
It is wonderful. And it just really is relaxing. So that also can help with the calming. Yeah.
And the cool things about animals and Reiki is that it only takes like 5 minutes and they're done. They receive that energy, they just soak it up. They don't have to lay there for a half hour like people do.
That's right.
No barriers. They're just accepting of it.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
I,
And I don't know if you saw where we're back to Christine Palmer.
oh,
Her
let's
animal was a dog.
take a look here. Okay.
Chiquita, who passed in the accident.
Oh, she had to abandon her to get away from dirty cops. So it was a female, and she was a dog.
Hmm.
I didn't see that she's a dog somewhere.
It was up in another post. If
Okay.
y'all could try to put everything in one post, it makes it a little bit easier. And for an animal, we just need their name, whether they're a dog or a cat or a horse or a cow or a pig, a species. We don't need the breed specific, whether they're living or deceased, and male or female, and then your question. And then we can just jump right in with it that way. It makes us that way we can read more people, and it helps us show evidence, because if we know the breed, well, Deborah and I both know, at least half dozen different traits for each breed you might mention, just because we know that. And if we don't know it, then you will know that we're bringing through evidence of your animal. I hope that makes sense for y'all. But anyway, back to Christine. Sorry about that.
Awesome. We can do that. And also, I would like to say welcome to all the new people that have joined us, like Teresa and Angela, and all the people that are posting in here. I really appreciate Rosie. So, and Lois. So we're getting down here. So Christine, and she had to get away, abandoned her dog to get away from quote dirty cops.
So
Did you want
Chiquita is
to?
saying, no, everything, there's nothing to forgive. There's nothing there to forgive. She was all about love. She totally understands. She's jumping around like her front feet can't stay on the ground.
I'm getting that she's the sweetest. You can tell me if this is right or not, Christine, but she's like the sweetest, kindest dog on the face of the planet. She would, in life, she never would have hurt anyone. Like she would, that's what's breaking your hearts about this. Like and the hard part for her now seeing you, and I'm getting such a strong confirmation on this, is that she feels like it's allowing you to destroy you from this, right? That this whole thing is being carried so deeply with you now, and she doesn't want that for you.
Right.
She doesn't want that for you.
So what I'm feeling too is that she's wanting to send this love back to you to be at peace, because she's certainly at peace, and carry this forward in terms of being able to extend yourself lovingly to another animal when the timing is right. Sometimes it takes our hearts a little bit of time to heal before we're ready to move on and or in a place where we can take on another pet. But you'll know when the timing is right. And she's saying that she's going to help orchestrate the coming in of the next animal. It's like they pass the baton. It really is. I always picture this relay race. They give me this image of they pass the baton from one to the next. It's awesome.
Yeah,
We've all worked together before.
Yes, and I also feel like she just wants. She's saying that she's wanting to see you breathe. She wants you to just take a deep breath and take another deep breath and take another deep breath. And just every breath that you take, just let that day go. Because you love her so much. You're holding that in your soul, in your memory of her. And she doesn't want you to do that. She wants you to release that and hold the good times together in your memory of your soul. So every time that terrifying memory comes up, she wants you to just switch it out with a wonderful thing you did together. Okay? A day at the beach, a great day at the car with a head sticking out the window, anything like that. She wants you to remember those beautiful times together. She's not mad at you at all. She loves you, Christine. And I feel like she's still with you sometimes. And maybe Have you noticed it? Pay attention, because I feel like sometimes she's going to show up for you as kind of like, whoa, did I
Yeah.
just see the dog? You know, and that's okay. Don't second guess yourself, because sometimes they're there for you.
And she's giving me the message of being made to smell her. So
Mm.
as if you can sometimes think you just smelled her, like she's still right here with you. And that's just her checking in. I call them hellos from heaven.
That's a great name.
And so with that, I think we will move on. Thank you so much for the
Thank you,
questions.
Christine.
Thank
And
you
she
for
said,
all these questions. Oh my
yes.
gosh.
And she said, Christina said yes and thank you. So that was great.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, let's see. We've got a number of people coming through here.
Yeah.
We did. Okay. And we have these.
Let me
Okay.
go ahead. Let's
Okay.
see. Coach Ellen says, my living dog Izzy is 13 and a half years old. She's a very senior dog for her breed, and I'm grateful for every day with her. Wondering if she has any pain or issue I should be aware of. Thank you. Let's just see.
I'm getting some arthritis.
Hmm.
Let me see here.
And I'm feeling like that it's getting to a point where there is less of the fluid, less of the cartilage, whatever you call that in between the bones. Um, like a disc,
No.
we would call it in our back. You know how we have the cushion in between the bones? So there's a little bit less of it on her lower back, in front of where the back meets the tail.
Mhm.
And it's causing periodic, not all the time, because I'm feeling it like tingling down my legs, which is like their back legs.
Yeah, I'm seeing her have that was the first thing I saw was her back end having a little bit of difficulty getting up and down. Um, I feel like, and you can tell me if this resonates or not. I feel like she's really cute. She has a little bit uneven, like a short hair coat, but it's not super short, but it's a little bit longer. I'm seeing her kind of as grayish. You can tell me if that resonates or not. I'm putting myself out there by saying this, but that's kind of what I'm seeing. And she seems like she adores you, just adores you. Um, um,
She's
and
giving me the impression that she's like a one person dog. I mean, she's friendly to people and everything, but you're her person.
Mhm.
You're her number one person.
Yeah.
It's not like you're sharing her. If you're sharing her with the family, yes, she loves the other people in the family, but you're the one that she comes to for her main resource and source of love and support.
And I feel like she comes over and she just like gently puts her head in your lap and looks up at you. And then her ears hang down. Like she's really cute and very sweet. I feel like she's getting a little thin. You can tell me if that resonates.
She doesn't
Okay,
look like she used to.
and yeah, I feel like she's a little bit thinner than she used to be.
And I'm getting that she is having a little bit of problem maybe with her gums, her teeth. I'm feeling just a little soreness in my mouth. And that's where, she's allowing me to feel this in my body like she feels it in hers. So I don't know about chunky, hard, crunchy things. Maybe some softer diet would be in order.
You might consider taking her to your vet or naturopathic kind of practitioner who does animals. Acupuncture.
Oh,
Yes,
look.
not finishing her. She's just not quite as hungry, but also she's not using up as much energy. But I'm just feeling like if she went to an acupuncture person, sometimes there's some nutraceuticals, I can't prescribe medications, but like glucosamine, chondroitin, all those kinds of things.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's on those, but sometimes this can really help them feel more comfortable. So either checking with your doctor or your naturopathic kind of vet who does acupuncture could really be helpful and helping her feel comfortable. And it feels like she would, it's like she goes, after that happens. So to me, she's saying she would accept that willingly. So
Yeah, her system is processing a little slower, but that's just natural with her age.
Mhm.
So, and
Yeah.
also too, as Deborah mentioned, acupuncture is awesome for aging animals and arthritic animals, but it does take about 6 weeks to be able to, for them to be able to feel lasting results. Is that your experience, Deborah? That's been my feedback from
Yeah,
people.
I think it varies, but I'd say, 4 to 6 weeks is what's I've heard, and it really does take consistency, sometimes 3 times a week, just depending on the severity and what the person does and how they do it. They also have something called a cold laser that some people, wonderful, that's good to know. There's a cold laser that some veterinarians use too that help with arthritis. So there's a variety of things that can help, but they do take some, as long as she's tolerating it. I feel like she's such a good dog that she would willingly tolerate any of those kinds of hands-on therapies. And Reiki is another one. I still feel like that can really help her in relaxing and calming. I'm assuming, and I'm seeing you already have this, but just making sure that any place that she lays, because it feels like she follows you from room to room to room. So make sure that all of the rooms have the super thick pet bed, because sometimes we forget. They'll have their primary pet bed, and then we go into our office and we forget that they're kind of laying on a thinner one. They have some great ones on Etsy and some other places, Costco, wherever you want to go. But yeah, just an orthopedic kind of pet bed throughout wherever she is, because she just wants to be where you are. Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you, Coach Ellen. I hope that
Thank
helped.
you for the questions and thank you for being present for the feedback. It really does help.
Yeah, that's super helpful. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Deborah, do you have one that just jumps out at you?
Oh, some people were talking to each other, so I was confused.
Oh, sorry.
I was
It
like,
happens a lot. So,
uh,
okay, let's see. I've got one.
okay.
C. Oakley says, I took my little dogs, Scooter and Poppy, to the vet. Both are on medications to resolve issues from a previous home. Is this helpful, particularly for Scooter?
Little dog Scooter and Poppy. Just
So, in the interest of disclosure, I do know these two animals just from a previous reading.
okay.
Poppy is a female, Scooter is a male, both living, obviously. So, I'm
Okay.
just feeling into them. I do feel like um, Scooter was a little more heavily affected by what happened in the previous home. And so it's going to take him a little bit longer to bounce back. But I do feel like when I feel into his energy that the medication is helping. It's if you could just picture like how do I describe it? Inflammation on the inside, and it's starting to feel calmer on the inside for him. It's not really inflammation. That's just the nearest descriptor I can use in the moment. Deborah, what are you picking up? Anything?
Yeah. Yes, I'm feeling like Scooter needs some behavior modification help along with medication. I don't even know what the medication is, but I'm feeling like there needs to be some behavior modification help to unwork what happened. I'm feeling like abuse or something. I don't know what it was, but I'm feeling like whatever it was, it needs to be unworked so that you can rework. Hey, we're here. We're in a safe space. We're okay together. Because it feels like you don't need to be on, I'm getting a confirmation on this, you don't need to be on that medication forever, and that you'll need to have some behavior modification to help wean off of this medication. It feels like to me. So it feels like, yes, the medication is helpful, but you can't just put Scooter to the side. You'll have to work with him to help him as he's moving forward to integrate in the best possible way. It feels like socialization would be a big thing, and that he's kind of resistant to that a little bit. And he doesn't like that or want that, it feels like. So you guys can tell me if I, but he's just like, mm-mm. So things that he's resistant to, gently say, oh, okay, so it's good that we know you don't want this. Let's work through these things. And it feels like maybe Poppy's is less caring, maybe not less sensitive, but is a little bit less caring than Scooter was. Like Scooter really took things in a lot more than Poppy did. Okay.
He's the more sensitive, I think, of the two. And he is a solid beta guy. You know how there are alphas
Oh, yeah.
animals in a pack, and then there are the other ones that are more subservient, and he's happy being the beta to her alpha.
Mm-hmm.
So in some ways, it's that kind of adds to his feeling of like security is what I'm showing. Like he's wrapping a blanket around him like that. I like that.
Yeah.
It's his energetic blankie.
Is that resonating with his way of being? Is it Christine? Is that right?
Yeah, Christina. So.
And is that resonating with what you knew about what happened, Donna?
Yes, I think so. Yeah. So I think with that, and I'm not seeing any more feedback. Okay. So if we get some, we can pop back in on it later.
Okay, good. Well, thank you, Christina. Hopefully that was helpful.
Thank you both. And here's our next one. Carl Heese. Is it in my soul contract to witness many deaths of my cats I've rescued? This is due to lack of funds to treat them or being poisoned by my landlords. I try my best with little money I have. What I'm feeling, Carl, is that it's in your soul contract to express this love for animals that you have and this desire to want to have these companion animals around you and in your life. And they come into the lifetime with you knowing that they're not going to be here as long as you are, right? And they understand that that comes with some risk in this particular circumstance that you're in right now with your landlord. So what I'm feeling is there's gratitude there. It's almost like they're coming to me in a group to let you know that you're appreciated. There's gratitude. There's love for you. And I don't know if it's possible for you to change your circumstance so that you wouldn't have to worry about what might happen at the hands of a landlord. Deborah, are you picking up on anything?
Yeah, Carl, I'm just getting that there is like a rescue or a shelter, and it feels like they're near you, that needs help. And you could do so much good if you were able or wanted to and express your love with the pets there, because they need you. They need what you know, and you'll receive reciprocity there. Those people help one another, and they help with, basic things, and it just feels so strongly like there's an opening for you there. It's like a calling, and you're coming on a dead end because you keep doing this thing and it's not working. So there's a, when this door is closing, this window is opening and shining brightly at you saying, come here, come here. So maybe considering that. I don't know if that resonates or calls to you, but it would just be a great answer and a great outcome because they could really help you with that. And that's great that your landlord now loves cats. So that's helpful to know. But sometimes having, a cat rescue or something, when we're giving to something like that, it just really shines a light, and they provide for your pets, and you're providing help for them. And so it's like this give and take, and it's beautiful. They'll say, what can we do to help? They'll give you everything for free. And then you're giving them all these things, and you get to educate people on how to care for cats and share your knowledge, because it feels like you've got a lot of knowledge about them. And you can help people who are in, difficult situations, because you've had these difficult situations. So you're learning and having these really tough experiences can help you to turn around and help other people if you're so inclined. 10 cats. Yep. Probably would be good to get in line with the rescue. Okay.
Usually through Facebook, you can check and find rescue groups in your community through the SPCA. Sometimes the veterinarians know of rescue groups.
Mm-hmm.
So you could just call the office. You don't have to book an appointment. Just find out if they know of any cat rescues where you could be of help.
Yeah. It's amazing, because it sounds like you're helping so many cats, but this would allow you to help and then receive help. So that's just what I was getting. So
Awesome.
be open to that. So thank you for coming, Carl. And we got some feedback from Coach Ellen. She said that her dog follows her everywhere. She just bought her a baby crib mattress for her. And thank you so much for coming, Coach Ellen. Okay. I have Wendy posted that she's been trying to integrate a new cat in with the original two for over a year now. My orange tiger cat, Eloise, is extraterritorial. Bully formula has helped, but still fighting. What can I do? You kept the original two. And you said there was something else that showed their ages. Where was that? I thought I saw.
Let's see.
Maybe I didn't see that. Let's see. I thought I saw that. Like one was senior, one was 12, and one was 6 or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
Okay. So we just get a big scrolling, so we've got to scroll back up to check. But in the meantime, I'll just check in here. A new cat with the original 2.
Yeah, they're all female. One is 12, 2 are 6.
Okay.
Okay, found it.
I'd just be interested to know if the new one is the elder. Okay. Oh, there you go. They're all female, 12, 6, and 6.
Yeah. The new one is 6.
Okay. It's Luna.
So what I'm seeing is adjoining rooms. If there's a way to have each of them have their own space, like the new cat has its own space adjacent to the existing cats with a door in between. Ideally, it would be like a screen door so that they could see each other and smell each other without having to get to each other. And
I'm feeling like Luna does not know why this is happening to her.
She's just confused.
Yeah, she just doesn't get why she doesn't, she's not feeling welcomed, obviously. And it's causing her to be obviously more and more frightened. I think we check in with Eloise and Daisy May. And it is hard to have a kind of a fractured household, but what Donna is suggesting is a really good one, maybe even having an upstairs or downstairs or separate rooms for them. And it does do that. I'm kind of getting from Eloise, like, heck no. Like, I am like,
My house is my house.
yeah, are you
It's
getting that?
all mine.
Yeah, this is kind of what I'm getting.
It's mine, all mine.
Yeah, there isn't a lot of give there.
Daisy Ray doesn't really have a dog. Pardon me, that's the wrong pun to use with cats, but a dog in the hunt. She's this is not me.
There's something about Luna that's triggering for Eloise. She just feels like Luna's a threat. And she doesn't feel that way with the Daisy May. And that's kind of obvious, I'm sure, to you as it is, but I'm getting it. I'm not getting Eloise is wanting to back down on that. And maybe because of Daisy May's age too, that she's older. So what I'm getting is having just as Donna had said, separating things out in your household, or considering finding Luna a home where, because Luna feels like would love to bond with another cat, like really would love it if she could.
Yeah.
Find one.
And she's a little more social too with people. She likes to have more interaction with people.
Mm-hmm.
Is this making sense for you, Wendy? Luna is on one side of the house. She comes out sometimes, but it's dicey. Yeah, Luna is a sweetheart, very affectionate. Her owner passed.
Yeah. Yeah. So you might, it depends on your attachment to Luna and if you want to continue to do this and kind of have separation, or because I'm just feeling like drugs isn't going to work. And Eloise is young enough. Eloise is young enough that you got a long time of this to continue. And it's just stressful for Luna. It's really stressful and I really think it's kind of stressful for Eloise too. So sometimes when we have this, I'll tell you one thing I do know is that, if you have a cat that's very territorial outside, they'll defend their territory for like 2 miles. So some of them. So, a house trying to put another one in that they think is a threat, man, you got a lot of work ahead of you, and it may not go the way you want it to. So it might possibly consider seeing if you can find a home that's either no other pets or has another cat that would be open to it, or even a kitten, younger kitten, that might be willing to accept Luna. Even what you're writing here too, you're probably seeing this as well. And it doesn't feel like it's anything you're doing. So many people try to integrate cats, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. So
I can feel the heartbreak in you, Wendy, too, that this is just really hard for you to watch and hard for you to take and hard to think of the possibly rehoming her. I understand that too.
yeah,
It's just may not be a win-win on this one.
Yeah.
One more thing here. She came from her mother cat and another cat, so she's social and was shocked that they were not friendly, I'm sure.
That's what I'm getting. Yeah, she's just like, what's going on? Like, what did I do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. So
I'm not doing anything. Yeah. So I'm sorry. I wish the information could have been better, but I hope that helps.
Yeah. Thank you for
getting back to.
in.
Yeah, thank you. This is about Poppy and Scooter. The medications are short term. She was just surprised that Poppy would need the medicine as well as Scooter.
Oh,
anyway, thanks for the feedback, Christina.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, sorry, let's see.
Ruthie, did you want to do Ruthie's next? Oh, okay.
Sure.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I had Murray, toy fox terrier, for 15 years. He was so funny and lovable. I took care of Mom Ida for her the last 5 years, and they became fast friends. Aww. So Murray and her mom Ida, how are they? Are they together now? I miss them dearly.
And I want to clarify that Ida is also a dog.
Yeah, Ida was Murray's mom.
Yes.
Murray,
Okay, that's where I'm doing that. Okay, before we tap in. Okay. Okay.
I get that they are definitely together. Gosh, who is this that's just bouncing around? Like Ida is the one that's just bouncing around, full of energy, full of life, jumping over the top of Murray, just running circles around him. And they're just having fun. Like one will run in a circle and then the other one will spin around in a circle. They're just fully restored. And it feels like their idea of heaven that they've created for themselves on the other side is just this room. It's an inside room and it's just full of toys and balls. And they have all that they can play with.
I feel like Murray was a little more serious than Ida at some point. And so, but now it's like he plays the serious part and she gets him and then they go around. They just chase it, going nuts. And they're just having the best time.
And they're going, hey,
and they're both happy together. I mean, they're there and they're waiting for you. They're when your time comes, don't know, but they are really just all about each other. So they're having a great time. I'm getting that. And it's nice when you envision them at their happiest, envision them at the time when they were the most playful, because that's the way they're at now, all the time.
Yep.
You know how one will nudge the other and they'll start to chase around in circles, and just go all over the place in zoomies. That's what they're doing. So that's what I'm getting.
And they have this thing about pawing each other in the face. Like they'll just come up and paw each other in the face.
Oh.
Okay. That
Thank
was
you,
awesome.
Ruthie.
Thank you for letting us connect. They were fun.
Yeah. Oh, is this Ruthie? Did you want to do another one from Ruthie? Her sister has 3-year-old rescue dog Luna, who's had bloody diarrhea for a while now. Can you tell me what's causing this? I love this dog. I'm afraid it could be injury, cruelty related. The first thing I would recommend always is to go get this checked out at a veterinarian, 100%. Super important. That's just the stool, right? Just get the stool checked. It's very relatively inexpensive. But the first thing when I saw your tag was that I was feeling like Luna was stressed for some reason. Like this, there's a stress also contributing to this. That's the first thing that I got. So
yeah. Well, I'm not getting as strong a signal, and it could possibly be because she's your sister's dog and not your dog. Mm-hmm. They tend to, come through on behalf of the person with whom they're contracted to work at the soul level. So I do feel that stress from Luna. I also feel like this is part of what she came to work on with your sister. And it's a soul lesson that comes down to speaking your truth and knowing down deep in your heart and in your gut that you're good enough. That the sister is setting herself aside, putting herself last, caring for other people, and it's time to step up and let her needs be heard. And that's what I'm getting.
Yeah, Luna,
that makes sense.
Yeah, we're wondering, Luna may be carrying some of that stress for your sister. So
for that,
I don't know, but I just got stress was the very big thing, that there was some stress, whether it's going on with your sister or whatever. But and I feel also like Luna is easy to throw off her center. Like she can, like it doesn't take much, slight raised voice, something like that, and that could be enough to set her off. She's very sensitive that way. So making it's really great. Just like Donna was saying, there's a lot of mirrors that animals hold up for us and helping us work through things together to go, oh, wow, you have diarrhea, bloody diarrhea. Maybe we should, and I've checked it out at the vet and there's no strange internal parasites that we need to know about or anything like that. And, we know that, wow, okay, I need to take a breath. I need to take some calm. I need to do some meditation, and spending some meditation calming time with the dog every morning would be good. I'm feeling like, so yeah, it's a very stressful house. Okay. Yeah.
So, and again, they know before either of them ever came into body, just like our animals know before either of us come into body, that they're signing up for something that may not be a healthy environment. And they're willingly taking that on to help us learn our soul lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And so as your sister integrates that, the situation will go away. And if not, it could escalate until she's willing to look at it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I also want to just say, in the entrance of clarity, that I had misinterpreted the other question about Murray and Ida. Ida was Ruthie's mom, not the dog's mom. But that may come back to where the hands are on the face, that there was a lot of this lovey. I don't know if your mom did that with the dog.
Well, they're running around. Anyway, they're having a great time. So they are definitely together. I was seeing them as two dogs running around. So, but clearly that was not, that was the case. Is there another dog that was similar to, and thank you, Ruthie. Thank you for coming through. Was there another dog similar to your dog that passed? That could be with Ida, because they look similar and they're racing around and playing together. And that would be, I don't know where we would see where that's at, but
the neighbor had a small dog.
Oh, okay. Okay, because that's maybe where we're getting that. So the dog is with another small dog, tearing around and having the best time. So that's probably with that. So
yeah, and Murray would be everybody's friend. So
okay. So that's what we're seeing. All right, thank you for clarifying. So yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, does that feel complete to you, Deborah?
It does. I just wanted to check in with her mom, her physical mom, that was Ida. And okay, you can tell me if this resonates. I'm kind of seeing her hair pulled back in like in a bun. Sometimes I see that and sometimes not, but I feel like there's a woman there, and she kind of has a matronly countenance about her. And she's there. And she's there with your dog also. So that's just what I'm getting. So you can let us know, Ruthie, if that resonates. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, we have a tea garden chicken posted something a little while ago. Do you want to?
Yeah. Here we go. She's got two pets. This may mix the energy a little bit, but we'll do our best. Frankie, who's a bird, male umbrella cockatoo, living, or Queen Lady, who's a female cat, living. Do either of my animal companions above have a message for me? Anything they want to share? I love them dearly. Wow.
Oh,
That's good. Thank you, Tea Garden Chicken. Let's see.
Great one. I'm getting Frankie. I'm just getting this message, this cockatoo that's coming to you. I'm just hearing, I love you. 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 That's the first thing that's coming in from Frankie. So let me just probe that a little more. Donna, you can talk while I'm checking into. And I don't know if he says that out loud or if he just whistles it. If he ever whistles something over and over and over, if he's not speaking it, that's one of the ways he's saying, I love you. I love you. I love you. And you can take that to your heart and just look him in the eye And he says it all the time. And does he dance? Does he dance like that? Because he just loves you. You're his thing. You're his person.
Yeah, but Queen Lady is over here giving us the eye roll, like the kind of teenagery eye roll. Not that she's a teenager animal, but just that kind of, oh my God. He always steals the show.
Let me see.
She's kind of haughty, but she's actually really loving in her way. But she's one of those cats that, when she wants to be loved on, she'll come to you, thank you very much. And she'll like nudge up against you and ask for a little bit of pet and a little bit of love. And when she's had her fill, she's like, okay, bye. And then she's gone. So I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what she's giving me for her energy. She is loving. She does love you. I think maybe there's a tinge of jealousy with the bird, but that happens with all siblings, animal and human.
Does that resonate
Deborah?
with you, Tea Garden Chicken? And I'm showing with Queen Lady that when she also wants your attention, sometimes she can also come up and she sits with her chest out, puffed out, and she has a lot of fur on her chest. That's so cute. She has a lot of fur on her chest, like almost like she's medium hair or something like that. Like she just puffs out her chest and stares at you and like owning you. But
Yeah.
also it's her way of getting your attention to come and pay attention to her also. It's just interesting. Yeah. Frankie is too loud for her. Yeah. Okay, so I'm getting a little message from Queen Lady Cat, and you can tell me if this resonates. She wants you to roll with it a bit more. So I don't know what that means. She's saying that things have been hard for you a little bit lately, and almost like you're bucking the stream, right? Like you're getting in the way of the stream where you can catch your fish is what she's trying to tell me. Like she wants you to be able to go with the flow of the stream kind of life on this bigger perspective. So is that resonating with you? That's kind of what I'm getting on that. So she wants you kind of she's saying, I swear she's saying the word chillax. So
She's the boss. She calls me to pet her. She has me pegged. That's cute. Thank you. Thank you, Tea Garden Chicken. That was fun.
Thank you.
They had completely different personalities, so the energies did not merge, which thankfully good. Okay. Who is next?
Wonderful. Okay. Okay.
Teresa Hydarian. And if I'm still butchering your name, I apologize. My cat Alex passed many years ago. I still miss her. Will she reincarnate or does she ever visit? So, yes, she does visit. And I don't know if you've ever noticed, but you know how sometimes, I know it's been years, but you'll still like move something in the house and see her fur, cat fur, still there. And you think, I could have sworn I cleaned this room, more than once in the years since. You might even have moved, but it's like this is part of one of their signs. They'll show you fur.
I'm getting her asking you this question, Alex, about are you wanting another cat? Do you want her to reincarnate for you? Ask her. Tell her, those kinds of things so that you can connect and ask that kind of thing, because that's part of what has to happen is having, you need to get another cat for them to reincarnate. They can reincarnate and they can show you some similar, it may even look like a completely different cat and it will do that one thing that your cat did, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's you. So I've had that happen, and it's incredible and it's amazing. And I'm agreeing with Donna. Yeah, I'm getting yes on the visits. Don't discount it if you think you see it. So kind of talking yourself out of it, but don't do that, because and I'm kind of getting Alex is saying, there's still love in your heart. Like, you can open yourself up and have that level of connection again. It'll be different, but it can be just as powerful if you let it. Like that's part of a lesson also, right? It's not a one stop and done thing. There's still, she supports you in that.
I feel like Alex cracked a shell with you, so to speak, in that before you had Alex, you were a little more reserved, and a little less demonstrative with animals and people. But in the time that you had Alex, you became a lot more. It's like crack the shell, the heart just started going, and your ability to love was magnified, and she brought this out in you. And so she may or may not come back. I'm not getting that she's coming back, but I feel like since you really integrated the soul lesson about love, being lovable, that she came to work on with you, that perhaps she will be, as I mentioned earlier, passing the baton to another animal when you're ready to bring that animal into your heart, into your home. So go back and see if that makes sense. Yeah, she says she brought out the best in me. I think you brought out the best in each other. Really, that's how she feels about it.
Mm-hmm. She loves you so much.
Oh, good. I got the name right.
You did good. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
but don't get another pet with the expectation that it will be the same, because even if you feel like this is so similar, they may do one thing one time and then they'll be their own cat. But it's also kind of like Donna said, passing the baton. So it depends. Are you ready to open your heart again? So with that. So, and that's something that I think she would like.
okay.
Christina has another question about Poppy and Scooter.
Okay.
Do you want to do that?
When you click on it, does it show up?
Let me see. There we go.
Try it again. I think we clicked at the same time. There. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Are you getting anything about separation of Poppy and Scooter more often? They're always together at this time and have been since birth. Scooter's automatically reaching for his blankie. That I don't mind being second banana blankie. She's kind of like Poppy's part of his security blanket. I don't know. She might enjoy being on her own, but he would miss her a lot if they were not together.
It would have to be that behavior modification. So that is what I'm getting, is that if you did that, just like Donna's saying, do not just take them apart for, a day or something like that. It would just do for 5 minutes to go and have, just to get Scooter more settled in who he is and how to behave and what life is like by himself, to be his own being, not be an extension of another being. Like, it's almost like the boundaries were blurred or something was wrong there, like just out of the trauma or something that they experienced, or just not, difference in their rearing in some way, the way they were brought up. And so having him away for little bits of time, having it be really positive, having him be exposed to other people, other kids, just start treating him like his own being, start treating her like his own being. But you have to start very small, 1 or 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and that would be helpful. I don't get the sense that Scooter would like more space, but it might be a little good for him. Do you see what I mean? So what he would like and what is good for him, you're going to have to look at. Those are two different things. And you're just wanting to work so that they're independent little beings, and that their behavior gets worked through so that they can so you can wean them off of the medication. And I insure Poppy's on the medication, but like you were saying, Christina, I don't get that she needs it as much as he does. I don't know what the medication is, but I don't know what you're getting done about. And I can't say that because I'm not, I'm not your doctor, but I'm just getting that that's less of a thing for her.
No, I felt right away that she was not as affected by what happened as he was.
Yeah.
He just kind of got shunted out of the way and didn't get as much of anything as the rest of the puppies.
Yeah. Okay, Christina said thank you. That's what I thought too. Okay. Let's see if we have Miss Juliana. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Tebow.
Hi, Miss Juliana. It's nice to see you, even though I can't see you. Name is Tebow, living male dog. Will his hair loss reverse with the custom allergy oral vaccine he began in April 2024? Oh my God, this is hilarious. Miss Juliana, I think you're going to know about this. He wants, totally unrelated to the oral allergy medication, but he misses the Reiki. I have a list sometimes with my clients, and I have read for this animal before, and I put him on my Reiki list. So I sent him distance Reiki for 30 days, and the first thing he says is put me back on the list. He liked it. He really liked it. So if you're okay with that, Miss Juliana, I will put him back on my list.
Wow. It's amazing. Okay. Will his hair
As for the medication, I feel like it will do some good, but I think it may take maybe over a month before you can really tell, because something's like aggravated under the, oh my God, under the skin. I don't even know if it's a skin. I guess it's skin. I mean, I always give human terms to animals. So, but in the dermis and the dermal level, it's inflamed, feels like.
I feel like there's something that's continuing. And again, we can't give medical advice, but feels like to me that what is in the air is just, or I don't know if it's the air, just feels like maybe the location or something, whatever it is, it's still continuing to aggravate Tebow. So this is kind of like a Band-Aid to help him come to a level of comfort. It feels like to me. So I don't know if what he's on is curative. It's a difficult situation. That's just what I'm getting.
It's not getting to the root cause, but it is helping the
discomfort and
manifestation. The way it's manifesting.
So it feels like this isn't something that just like you're able to do that and woo, we're done. It's all better. I hope it is. I would love that. But I feel like that's maybe not the case with the current situation and the current, what you're talking about, this allergy oral vaccine. So I don't know. How is that resonating with you, Miss Juliana? We wish that I was saying something different, but that's what's coming in.
Yeah. And I'm trying to feel into what the cause may be with him. And he's not showing me anything that he can point to.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a regional.
I don't know if you. Pardon?
I don't know if it's a regional thing, like outdoor
climate,
allergies.
environment.
That's kind of what I was getting, but I don't know for sure. I just know that. So it feels like it's going to be an ongoing process. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. Is that what you're getting, Donna?
Yes, and the only other thing, and then this is just me talking, this is not from him, but you might consider changing him from, if he's on beef, shift over to lamb, which is easier for them. Sometimes it might help if it's something that's diet related, switching them to something that's milder and easier to digest. Does that make sense to you, Deborah?
I would say check with your vet, and because I just have the sense that you've tried a lot of things with that, and so I would, yes, he wow. um, I would want you to just get the sense that um,
Yeah.
yeah. So you're working here from every angle, it feels like. So keep after it, because you know what? It's worth it. He
Well, he's
he
grateful for the relief.
he is very grateful for the relief, and he loves you, and he loves life. He feels like he is just full of life. He doesn't care about his hair. he he's happy. It's just like, yeah. So he's feeling great. So he's worth the effort, and he really is grateful and loves you very much. So
Oh, yeah.
all
Cool. Well,
right,
thank you. Oh,
Miss Juliana.
one last footnote from Christina. They have parasites, Poppy and Scooter.
Oh,
Oops.
oh, sorry.
I'm not sure what happened,
Where it
but
he's
anyway,
small. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, well, if they're on medication for parasites, that's important to stay on medication for parasites. That's an easy
Yeah,
one.
that's probably a big part of the reason why they're both taking it.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Um, oh,
Okay.
so we got we got
This
that.
one.
My Maui is okay. Let's see if we want to make sure we have a okay. Lisa P73. Would you like to do that? She's somebody that
Sure.
we is my deceased dog Barney with my dad on the other side. My dad kept saying he was going to steal him from me when they were both alive. My dad
Oh,
really loved him too. Okay. No.
I see your dad coming in with a plaid shirt, and like khaki pants. I don't know if this looks like him.
I was going to say a button up with kind of a collar kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And he's just doing this like I got him kind of laugh.
I feel like Barney was a really solid dog. Was Barney a really solid dog that plodded along and was just this really great calming presence for you, Lisa? Because he's such a centering dog. Just this really almost like he had like he was an advanced soul kind of thing. Yeah. He was just amazing. And I show he's just laying down there, just looking at us, kind of laying at your dad's feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big black lab, of course.
Oh, like it's beautiful. They're just quietly bonded. There's not like this woo running all over because sometimes we get that. But I just feel like this quiet bonding and this intensive love between them.
Thank you. I hope that helps. Yeah, they are definitely together.
Awesome.
And as Deborah said earlier, when it comes your time to cross, he's going to be at the front of the line with your dad right there to greet you.
Yeah.
You guys had a really solid connection.
Yeah. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. And I'll tell you they've got a message for you, Lisa. I'm just feeling like your dad is wanting to tell you this. And so is Barney, because now it's a little harder for you without Barney and your dad, right? especially, and you're thinking of them, and it feels like your dad is trying to say, don't sweat the small stuff. Oh, that's why he's at his feet. Yeah. It feels like your dad is saying, just don't sweat the small stuff. Like, I know that can be such a easy thing to say, but harder to do. But he just wants you to focus on the bigger picture of the horizon. He said, always keep your eyes on the horizon. That's what your dad, I feel like, is saying, Lisa, because it's easy to get pulled into the nitty gritty day to day. So I hope that helps you, because he's there rooting you on and supporting you. And so is Barney.
Yep. And dad's also saying, be good to you, because you have a tendency to be 10 times harder on yourself than everybody else is. So lighten up. Be good to yourself. Be kind to yourself. You're kind to everyone else. Be kind to yourself. So I hope that helps. Oh, look, Susan Lynn is here. Hey, Susan. Thank
Hi,
you for coming.
Susan.
We're so
Thank
glad you're
you.
here. She says great greetings. Yeah, this has been fun. This has been terrific. We have time for just, Deborah, do you have time for one or two more?
Sure, absolutely.
It's been a little over an hour, but
Oh, here's oh, it resonates with Lisa, so that's good. I'm glad, because they're there for you. Let's
so
see. We have Opyop, Trish Nace,
right.
and J.A. Balbut.
Yeah. So we'll take those three and then we'll wrap it up. But for right now, Opyop says, I've been unable to walk my dog Oliver for about a month due to health issues. He is very sensitive and I am worried he thinks he did something wrong. Sometimes when I am in pain, he hides.
Due to your health issues. Okay.
I definitely feel like he understands what's going on with you. And while he would love to be out and be running around and, walking and doing the things that you guys used to do, he gets it and he doesn't want you to push too far too fast. He's content.
I almost feel like he would be anxious if he left your side,
Mhm.
but that it would be good if you had a friend or a neighbor that would walk him a little bit. It might be good for him to get rid of some of that
Yeah.
pent up energy, and that can turn to anxiety and that kind of thing. So it helps him just chillax a little bit if you're feeling discomfort, because you need to be you. If you're feeling painful, you can't be worrying about the dog, right? You need to be worrying about helping yourself, and the dog is going to be okay. And, sometimes even it feels like if you would send a vision that you're okay to your dog, Oliver, when you're feeling painful, saying, I'm okay. It's okay. Here's what I want from you right now. Come lay down at the side of the bed, or, go out in the yard or whatever. You can send the visual to your dog and actually help communicate that so that your dog understands a little better in the moment. That might help. Also, you show them what you want them to do, because they may not understand about what, if you tell them this is what's happening with me, but they intuitively, he's going to know you're in pain. But if you send him a vision of what you want him to do in that moment, that might help also.
Yeah.
Did you get anything else on that with him,
I
Donna?
do feel like, he's been taking on some of your pain. And so I think it would be good if there's a dog walking service or somebody like Deborah said who could come and walk him for you. It's a good way for him to just kind of shake off the energy that he's taken on and recharge a little bit and, to get out and get some fresh air. But it's not like he doesn't understand. I don't think he gets, I'm not getting that he feels like he did anything wrong. He's
Yeah,
there to try to support you as best he can. That's a big part of what he's working on with you so that you feel supported.
exactly. He just doesn't know what to do in the moment. Like,
Right,
it feels like, tell me what to do. And so
right, right.
that can help. Yeah. So I think that might really help. Yeah. Help him feel
Okay.
a little more calmed And we have good. So thank you, Opyop. I hope that was helpful. Let's see. Lisa P said she felt like that helped her. I'm so thankful. Miss Juliana said that she was talking about it makes sense. The hair wants to grow, but dermal inflammation is in the way. That's right. And then there's a Dizzy Lizzie that's also asking if we can answer a question that's above that I don't see.
I'm looking for it. I didn't see it either. If you can repost it, Dizzy Lizzie, we're going to go on to the other two that we've mentioned, and then if there's time, if time permits, we'll definitely come back to it. Okay?
Okay.
So thanks. So for now,
Oh,
let's go to Trish. My Maui is a rescue. Does he miss his previous family? Does he feel like we take good care of him? His ear has been bothering him. Is it serious? I feel like this is a dog, but I could be wrong.
Trish, can you verify if it's a dog or a cat or a horse or a cockapoo? That'd be helpful.
Oh, I think I found Dizzy Lizzie while I was looking for
good.
Something else.
Oh, good. There we go. We got yours, Dizzy Lizzie. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, first of all, I'm going to say Maui is so happy with where he is right now that like he's not looking in the rearview mirror about his previous family. And dogs are like this, animals are like this. They all live right now in the moment. They're not like us, where we can go back and rehash and do the gnashing of teeth and beating ourselves up over stuff that happened years ago. They're not like that at all, and they're very forgiving. They're very accepting, rather pragmatic in their approach to their existence here on earth with us. So I don't get that energy from him at all of missing anything that he had before. He's just super happy with where he is right now. I mean, I'm literally seeing a rainbow across the sky. Like he has hit the jackpot. So I hope that helps. I guess that would indicate that he feels like he's getting pretty good care.
I'm feeling like his ear.
He is a dog.
Yeah, he is a dog. Yes. And I'm feeling like his ear, and I agree with Donna on what she said about that. He's very happy. And I think he doesn't miss his other family, but if he sees somebody that looks like someone from that family, sometimes he's like, whoop. And it doesn't mean he's missing the other family, but it's almost like, wait, do I know you? Kind of thing. So don't feel that way if he does a double take for somebody at the park. It's not like he's looking for them. It's just like he just kind of recognizes someone that took care of him. It seems like they had him for a while. So in what I'm getting, and it feels like you might consider taking his ear in to be checked, just so that they could take a look down in there. It feels like it may be a sign of an allergy. And if I feel like he has a floppy ear, so you can tell me if that resonates or not, but it feels like it's a sign of an allergy, and so that you might want to have that addressed. Yeah. It feels like
I hope that helped. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to J.A. Bulbot, and then we found the question from Dizzy Lizzie.
Good. Okay.
Hi, my elderly cat Jonesy, oh, I love that name, 15, has a vet appointment Monday. Not sure if his autoimmune eye problem is acting up or his on again, off again diabetes is unregulated again. So it's feeling into.
So it's acting up again. All right. Okay. Why is the first thing that when I connect in with him, I'm kind of getting these a little snuffly. Can you validate that, J.A.? Like his nose is bothering him.
Yeah, and I'm picking up on just a sluggish system overall. Like things are just slowing down. The metabolism's not as high as it was. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Let me take a look and see if you're asking about autoimmune eye problem. We should just let him show us instead of asking about those specific things, because that was the first thing I got. That just something was bothering him up in the kind of the nasal cavity. I don't know. And sometimes the roots of the teeth extend up into. So I'm also have them check the teeth. Because sometimes the roots of the teeth can extend up into the, close to the nasal
Sinus.
cavity, and that can get the fluffy stuff, or there could be something else going on in there. So that was just the first thing that I got. And just to have them check the teeth just in case. And then have them maybe press all around the face and the nose area. So you were asking about autoimmune for the eye and the
Diabetes.
I feel like it's, it could be that there are a number of metabolic things going on here. But I feel like it could be just something kind of a little newer for Jonesy. It just feels like it's just kind of it's just showing itself in a new way, that there's been something that's been going on for a while that's kind of declaring itself. And that's kind of what I'm getting. So, and the severity will have to be, I'm just not, I feel like Jonesy is still comfortable, just kind of plugging along. But not feeling as spry as they used to. So,
Right.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. So just have them check up in that area, but just feeling a little off. So like you said, then sluggish, I would definitely have them do a round of checking things out. Because I'm not getting a definite clear.
I just feel like his overall metabolism is just slowing down, and he wants to know if there's anything they can do. I feel like he likes to lay in the sun, that the warmth coming through the window on his bones is comforting and feels good. If he has a bed or a favorite place where he likes to lay, in front of a window, that's great. If not, you might consider helping him create a spot where he can lay in the sun.
I'm getting something that he likes food, but I know that can be hard with diabetes. So, but something about tasty food. So I'm getting that as well.
Yeah.
Something he can smell.
Yeah.
And it sounds like
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, JA. We'll look forward to hearing how he does when we come back.
Yeah. We'll hope to do this again. Opgap says, thank you. He did have a neighbor walk him twice, but he must have acted up because she never offered again. Or it could be that she's acting up and doesn't feel up to it,
It could be. And, the other thing is that maybe, educate the person. And yes, that's wonderful, because sometimes educating the person like, hey, he may have a little separation anxiety. Do it with somebody who's really patient, who understands dogs. That's not going to have the expectation that they're going to take the leash and just go charging around the block, because that may not be their experience. So if you give them a little, hey, let's do it with treats, and let's do it fear-free. We're just going to be really kind and compassionate about this.
Exactly.
Let's make friends first. So
yeah, good idea.
Good.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right. And now for M. Dizzy Lizzie.
Oh,
Where'd it go?
Oh, no. I think I clicked something at the same time. Okay. Now we got to go back to I apologize.
Oh, wow.
To go back up to it.
I'm not sure how that even worked, how we managed to lose it all together.
Did it go, or is it back up?
Pardon my inexperience. This is only my second time to do this.
You're doing so good. Where's Dizzy Lizzie? Oh, okay, there it is.
It's gotta be here somewhere.
I found it. Okay, good.
Oh, there it is.
All right.
Found it. Oh, darn it. We keep clicking on
There
it.
it
Okay,
is.
there. We're there. Hands off.
Lots of cooks in our kitchen, so sorry about that.
Yeah. That's fine.
My poodle
My
buddy has
poodle.
many fears. He came to us this way at 4 months of age. He's 3 years old now. Doesn't come when called and still runs for me. What's up with Buddy? And you wanted to know, was he abused?
Mm.
I'm getting that he has a different understanding of what you stand for. So that at some point along the way, he misunderstood your cues because he didn't get it. And that you were misunderstanding his cues, maybe considering he was willful or abused or something. And so he has mistakenly associated you by going in the other direction. And that I think some pet behavior classes together, just the two of you, would be super helpful too, because you got something to unwind there. That's just kind of what I'm getting. What are you getting, Donna?
Well, I'm seeing an image of being swatted at with like a broom or an extended foot. I'm seeing that, he was not treated lovingly and kindly in the beginning. This is not something that he wants to own now because this is not his current reality. But it's a really difficult thing when it was that consistent in what's called like, their formative years, their early puppyhood.
Mhm.
It's really going to take more patience. And I know you've been patient if you've had him for 3 years and continuing to give him that consistency and love. And as Deborah suggested as well, working with the behavior modification. He wants to be a good boy. He was like, I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy. You know what I mean? I could just see him sitting there and just not really shaking, but like the tail wants to wag, like, I'm a good boy.
I'm getting that he's, and just what Donna is saying, and I'm getting that he, like, I'm feeling like a short time. This isn't like a long-term behavior, working with behaviorist thing. It's like, and you want to get somebody who does not punish, only positive behavior modification, no prong collars, no shock collars, none of that. We're talking positive clicker training is great.
Yeah.
Where they're going treat-based training, so you're holding the carrot because otherwise
Praise
it's making
based.
worse. Yeah, praise-based. And so I just feel like not very much training, and he'll go, oh, it'll be a relief for him because it's almost like he said, I don't like the people in charge, and now he has said you're the one in charge and therefore I don't like you, which isn't fair to you, but he just doesn't understand. It's not that he doesn't like you, but he just put you in that category when you didn't necessarily deserve that. So and also, yes, so you're asking about if you're the one giving his meds, right? Again, he's seeing you as he's feeling powerless. He was in a place where he felt powerless. So he needs to feel empowered to come to you. So again, working with a trainer so that he comes to you and he sits and he gets a special treat. And you do that like 3-5 times a day to get this amazing special treat. And then you touch his ear. And then the next day you touch his ear and you lift his ear. And the next day, you're just holding the medication. Just pulling out the medication sometimes for these pets sends them off into a tailspin. Exactly. So you have to break it down to very teeny tiny steps, and something like that can really help you because dogs that have chronic ear infections, right, those are chronic, and so you've got to get them to accept you and accept that this is what's going to happen. And I'm serious, it can be night and day. Like, I feel like he's food motivated, is that right? Like, for certain treats that he absolutely loves, I bet that you could even take him to a pet store, like a high-end pet store where they'll let you try all the different treats and see one that he's not allergic to, that he loves. Find out what that is, and then you can have to start at ground zero, developing a relationship and trust again, because he's feeling like it almost feels like that trust was betrayed, not from anything you did, But just because you jumped into the middle of his life, not knowing what had happened before, like Donna was talking about. So, yeah, definitely a trainer would be good. And definitely praise based, like really kind, using the carrot and not the stick. So that,
he's definitely praise motivated. So
yeah.
thank you. Thank you all. I see that we missed a few questions. I wish we could get to all of them. I hope that, what we have been able to share has been of help to you with your animal, whether your animal got read or not. A lot of times animals, the spirit works giving answers to one animal that's applicable to other animals, in the audience, with people in the audience. So I do hope that you've enjoyed this time. And I hope, Deborah, that you'll consider coming back and joining me again.
I would
This has been
love
great
it.
fun.
I've had so much fun, and thank you all so much for the wonderful questions and for trusting us with your questions about yourself and your pets, and we're here to help. So we hope you found it helpful, and please like and subscribe for Donna's channel, because that just means a lot for her. And again, her website is donnanorris.net, and mine is lovingconnections.space. And we do see clients individually if you're interested, and we would love to see you again. So we'll get together and do this soon. Thank you.
Thanks again, y'all. Bye for now. We'll see you
Bye.
next time.
Mm-hmm.